All right. If you signed up to be a gig worker, specifically a Uber and Lyft driver, stop complaining and understand that this is what you signed up for, and all of the fine print was on the contract when you signed up. I do understand that Uber and Lyft used to pay a lot more back in the day, but it's up to you to decide what you want to do. If you're going to continue to do rideshare or be a gig worker, you have to understand that maybe you're not going to get as paid as much as you used to per ride. However, you have an option to have multiple streams of income. You don't have to just stay on one app. There's more apps. You can do rideshare apps. You can do food delivery apps. I mean, you can do dog walking apps. You can do care apps. You can do all kind of apps. They even have nursing apps. They even have Uber for nurses. Okay? So you make the best out of what you have and how you want to live your life. If you don't want to work a 9 to 5 and you want to be an entrepreneur, set you up an official business. If that's too much for you, start out on the apps and work your way to an official business. But you're going to have to understand that the way business works, no matter if you are a business owner, legit business owner, or if you're just doing apps, is based off of supply and demand. Okay? When the supply is high and the demand is low, the price is going to be low. When the supply is small and the demand is high, then the price is going to be high. Okay? And another thing, Uber and Lyft are software. They're access to software, y'all. Whoever developed Uber and Lyft software did it, of course, to make money, but in doing so, they gave you an opportunity to make money. Now, it may not be as much as you want, but it's better than nothing, and you can use that opportunity to generate other opportunities. Okay? You can use that opportunity to make money, pay some bills, generate other opportunities, and create jobs for other people if you play your cards right, if you actually set up a legit business. Okay? So instead of complaining about how much you're not getting paid like you used to back in the day, I think you should reevaluate and use the opportunity that's presented to you to make the best out of it and understand how supply and demand work. So basically, let me break it down like this. Since America is always glorifying like drug dealing and killing and all that in the movies, on TV, and all the shows, let me break it down to where you can understand. Uber is the connect. You are the dealer. Your ride is the product. And the passengers are the customers. So I suggest you stop complaining and go get that bag. Okay? Go get the bag. Now, you have to provide a good product, good customer service. Okay? We don't set the prices, so that's out of our control unless you set up your own business. But again, you are the dealer. Uber is the connect. The product is your ride. And the customers are the passengers, and they want your product. If you can't give them the product that they want, they will get it from somebody else. Okay? So it doesn't matter if we're talking street business or legit business. No matter if we're talking McDonald's, the hospital, car riding, housekeeping, caregivers, it's all the same. Supply and demand. Okay? So you didn't develop this software. You didn't. And if you did, how much would you pay your drivers? Let that sink in. So I suggest that you stop being ungrateful and go ahead and work on getting the bag. And while you getting the bag, start thinking about setting yourself up a business, a legit business, to where you're the owner and you hire people and you don't have to drive anymore. Okay? But until then, you need to hit these streets and get the bag. And if you no longer want to do it and Uber and Lyft no longer meets your needs, then just get a regular job. There's absolutely nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing gig work. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with being business owners. I'm so sick and tired of people who choose to do a regular job or gig work job get upset when people actually set up businesses and start somewhat making it and doing good. People talk about you when you ain't doing good, and then they talk about you with envy, jealous, and hate when you start showing some sign of success. We got to do better. We got to support each other. We got to learn how to be happy for someone who's actually doing good and did it the right way and worked their way up and did what they needed to do. Okay? And if I told the truth about it, if you actually talk to them, they may help you work your way up or give you some information that you don't know. For example, the people that work 9 to 5, they know a little bit about structure. They know a little bit about organization, about emails, about effective communication. Okay? How to send an email with a proper signature block. They know a few things. Okay? They know about project management. Now, the people that do gig work, they know a little bit about hustle. They know a little bit about determination. They know how to pivot. When this don't work, try this. So if we all got together, the gig workers could definitely show the 9 to 5 people something, and the 9 to 5 people could definitely help out the gig workers on the business side. Okay, so if you're a gig worker, appreciate the opportunity to even have access to software to help you make money, because you didn't create the software. You ought to be thankful that someone was kind enough to create this software and let you get on it. I do understand that the underlying motivating factor was to get money, but again, it's access to software that you wouldn't have had they not created it. Okay? And the 9 to 5 people, don't think you high and mighty. What you need to understand is that when you in those board meetings and you in that office and you can't break away because you only got a 30-minute lunch, and by the time you get to your car, 5 minutes is already gone, you need to thank those gig workers for bringing you your food, for bringing you your supplies. Okay? And definitely you need to thank the drivers for giving you a ride home when you're too tired to drive or just too lazy to drive, even though you have a car. And if you don't have a car, you definitely need to show some appreciation to these gig workers. Okay? But the bottom line is that we all need to come together and understand that we all help each other out. Okay? That's the bottom line. 9 to 5 people, appreciate your gig workers. Gig workers, appreciate your 9 to 5. And everybody needs to stop complaining. No matter what job you have, no matter what job you're doing, you are the dealer. The business is the connect. You wouldn't be introduced to your customers if the business did not exist. Okay? You wouldn't have a job if the business did not exist. So the business is the connect. Okay? You have what the customers want. So the customers want what you have. So give them the best product, the best customer service, and the best quality that you can give them at the best price if you have control over the price. All right? That's all I have to say today. Let's all have some unity and support each other. It doesn't matter if you're a 9 to 5 worker or a gig worker. Everybody has to do what they have to do, what's best for them and their family. All right. Have a good day.